Hi there, this is Mrs. Shannon, and this video is for anyone who's having trouble finding this week, the week one of our big extended e-learning time, finding out how to do the assignment or get into PowerSchool. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you is that PowerSchool has been really slow. It's been pushing people out. It's not going to the pages that it needs to. And so you really kind of have to try it a couple times throughout the day. If it's not working, go outside, take a walk, take a break, read a book, do what you want to do, come back to it like an hour later and give it a shot. They're hoping to fix it, but with everyone jumping on e-learning, they became really, really bogged down as well. They weren't ready for this many students to be going on it or teachers to be putting stuff on it. So here's the deal. I will be doing a couple of things. I'll be forming groups for each of your classes, so that way I can email out daily messages. They'll also be posted in PowerSchool, so you'll be able to see them in both places, just for those that can't get into it for a little bit. Starting next week, I'll also be posting assignments in email as well as in PowerSchool, so that way you can access it whichever way you can. The biggest thing right now is don't freak out. If you don't have internet access, email me. Well, it's going to be hard to email me, but have your parent email me or get into contact with me or get in contact with Mr. DeVries or Miss Baldridge. So that way we can work out what we can do for you. Okay. So really quickly, when you come into PowerSchool and you land here, we call this the dashboard. It usually has like the day here and assignments. You know, when you first get here, it probably shows you all 15 classes. I can make mine show all of my classes too, if I really wanted to. And if I did that, you can see that I have all of my classes displayed as well, okay? And it has upcoming assignments, and over here it has assignments probably for all of your classes, okay? I'm just going to focus on just science though. So there we go. So you can get to your assignments a couple of different ways. What we've been doing is getting to them through class pages, but I know it's being glitchy. You'll always also be able to find your assignments right here in the assignments box. Now, if it doesn't show the assignment, like if it's not due for a couple of days, you may have to click view all. So if you don't see anything there for science, click view all. And right here we have our assignments. This one was due today, but I'm going to extend it until Monday for those that were not able to get into it. I completely understand. Okay. Now, this is one way to get to it, but I want to show you the way that you can get all the information for how to do the assignments. So we're going to go back to that dashboard that you guys land on. And then we're going to go to class pages. Make sure that you choose science for your class page. You may have to select it. And then when you go into science, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can actually get in. You can even see here, I have 3 different notifications saying that there's errors, that they're trying to perform maintenance. Okay, so I'm getting that too. Administration knows, teachers know, and we are going to be working with you. So this is your homepage. It said that we were going to have a Google Meet Hangout today. We are going to have a Google Meet Hangout. I'm pushing it to Monday. The reason being, my daughter, one of my children, we were actually in the hospital for emergency surgery. She had her appendix taken out. And so I wasn't able to get on today. We didn't get home until about 4 o'clock. So I understand with your guys' situations too, sometimes things come up as well. I'll also be having video messages. It says welcome 318 here. It said 317 here. I made a mistake on the date. But I'm going to start putting the daily messages for each day that we have e-learning here, as well as the one that I'm emailing out to you. Okay, the current week is always the top one, week 11. So you click on that, and it takes us to our home page. Okay, it tells us our goal, and what you're doing each day. So Monday and Tuesday, we did not have class. Wednesday, open your map in Google Drive from last week. So that means you'd have to actually go into your Google Drive and start looking for your map. Now, it was called Mapping Plates. You can see I have all kinds of different things up. And that's the easiest way to search for them. And so mine, I'm pulling up all your assignments. And the reason being, these handouts, when I put them in, they automatically, as soon as you open it, I get a copy. Like Miss Taylor, in my 5th hour class, I have her copy right here. So nothing's graded in here, but I'm just letting you know that you don't have to submit anything. It's automatically put in. Okay, oops, and that was someone's mapping plates here. So I have, as soon as you share it with me as well, I will be putting it, it will go into my drive. So what you're gonna do is find your mapping plates. And then you're gonna continue on. Open the directions for activity 44. Well, if you open the activities 44 tab, it's gonna take you to mapping plates. Okay. And right here, it will give you the instructions. We did this in class last week. This is why part 1, you should have all of the earthquakes started. On Wednesday, you were just supposed to finish adding any other earthquakes that you did not add. So finish plotting the earthquakes. That was all part 1. There's also screencasts for each of the parts. If you were absent, please watch the activity 44 Getting Started screencast. And this showed you actually how to open that specifically and how to plot it if you hadn't started it. On Thursday, you were supposed to then go back into your maps in Google Drive, go back to Drive, open it up, and then you're going to open up activity 44 directions again and now complete part 2. Watch the screencast for assistance. And if you look down here, we have activity 44 part 2 directions. So if the instructions were not clear here, okay, you could always click on the screencast to watch it. And then today, you were going to finish activity 44. There's again a link here, drawing plates. You're going to answer the analysis questions and insert the link to your map. You do not need to submit anything. Everything is auto-saved and turned directly into me. So this is where like more details of your assignments actually are. This is where I can put more lesson steps in. And if you look here, here's part 3 directions. There's also a screencast for sharing the map and finishing activity 44 analysis questions. So these will all be able to help guide you if you get stuck on any of the assignments that we have during the week, okay? So I'm creating them for you guys to help like navigate to where you need to be and complete the assignments. So when you are done and you're on Friday's assignment, the adding plates, okay? After you open up your map, you're going to add a new layer, title it plate boundaries, and draw the plate boundaries for these. In the directions, in the screencast about part 3, it tells you that you're going to have to kind of guesstimate when you're drawing. And I show you how to draw in Google Maps. The copy of the student sheet is right here that you will need. Okay, so when you are all finished, okay, when you're all finished, you're going to go to the UC. The UC are the Unified Classroom Assignments. When finished with your map, open up this assignment and the Activity 44 handout. Answer the question and copy the link to your map in the space provided at the bottom of the questions. Well, let's click there and see what it says. And while that's opening, remember we could have gotten to it also from the dashboard at the very beginning. I showed you how to get to it, and it's also on the left side too. So these are your lesson steps on the right. Any assignments are going to be on the left for that week that you actually need to submit, and any screencasts, videos, or extra resources to complete The assignments, the lesson steps during the week will also be on the left-hand side. Okay, so hopefully this organization is going to be helpful for you. We've been doing it like this a little bit since we came back this semester. I haven't been putting the screencast in. Now I am putting the screencast in to help guide you. Okay, so going back to that assignment that I opened, and I know right now I just shows my students. When I get to this screen, when I go to grade it, it's going to show me all the students. Now, if they've opened their analysis questions, if they've gone in, and I'll show you how to do it, and opened it, it automatically puts this file here. When they're done, you don't have to do anything to it, and I will score it. Now, when you get in, this is what you see. It's going to reiterate complete activity using the resources found in that class page. Okay, so even if you had just clicked straight into the assignment because you just want to get your assignment over and done with, it still would have had a link to take you to the directions that you needed. Okay, you just don't have the screencasts here. But it says add the link to your map you create to the analysis question. Add the link to the map to your map you create to the analysis questions attached here. If something is attached, that means usually there's a file attached. So look for it in PowerSchool and emails. They're usually at the bottom. The analysis are in Google Handouts. I cannot say this. Cannot talk. The analysis are in a Google Handout. You do not need to submit them. I will automatically see any updates as soon as you open it. Please make sure that you share your map so anyone with the link can see. And that's very important, and there's a screencast for it. If you do not share the map, like you shared Google Docs, then I will not be able to see. Please see the screencast I recorded if you need assistance. So finally, after you do all parts 1, 2, 3, you'll go on to the analysis questions. You'll answer these analysis questions. You'll see your name up here, meaning it's a handout. You'll answer these, and then just paste your link to your map right here. You don't have to hit submit. You don't have to hit anything else. It will be automatically put over to me. I'm going to start grading these on Sunday this time because I know people are still trying to get into the groove of e-learning. And I also know that PowerSchool has been kind of rough. So I hope this helps. I am going to go and send this to a few students to help them right now. Please email back and keep trying to get into PowerSchool when you can. Okay? Thank you.